Hey everyone, hey and welcome back to Battle Rap Resume. This is a quick sort of commemorative, celebratory episode where, I just want to sort of say thank you to a hell of a lot of people, because if you're listening to this, Battle Rap Resume is 1 year old. Officially, it's the 17th of January. That's when the first episode with Shocks the Rebel was uploaded all that time ago, and the genesis of the show was maybe about a month before that, late December. Never did I think it would ever become what it is now. Never did I think there would be so many episodes and people would really dig it and, get downloads from all over the world every day and emails and, just hearing people wearing t-shirts of the show in fucking Don't Flop videos and all that, just madness. Me doing interviews with Don't Flop. It's spiraled out of control in the best possible way. And this is, again, like I say, just a quick sort of reflection back on what has been a mad year and, what is continuing to be a great experience. So I want to start off in a very kind of selfish, slightly indulgent way by just thanking everyone that's been on the show as a whole, really. That is being Battle Rap Resume episodes themselves first. So if you hear one of these episodes that maybe you haven't seen, you didn't realise that they've been on for the show, check it out as well. And if, you got reminded of one you loved back in the day, have a re-listen. So thank you, Shocks the Rebel, Crafty, E. Farrell, Press One, C Major, 100 Bullets, Most Prob, Old English, Chiller Jones. Thank you, Bard, Mixie, Soul, Cracker, Heretic, Harry Baker, Kruger, O'Shea, Soweto Kinch, Dago Davalo. Thank you, Pamphlet, Definition, Mac Sherry, Evil, Battle Rap Chris, Archaic and Bagnall, Gemini, Juan, Clayton Dam, Jason Immoral. Thank you, Jay Short, Mad Dog, Danny Jack, Liam Bagnall and Bamalam, Psychosis, Holocaust and Flex Digits, Mackenzie, Nakaya, Chris Lease, Laugh and Stalk. Thank you, Marlowe, Awkwards, Quill, Toucan, Lush One, Sue Surf, P Soldier, Ogmios, Lego, Lunacy. Thank you, myself, Soliloquy, Frack, Innuendo, Shuffle T, Rivers, Mark Grist, Canel, and Bloodstro. Of course, I have had on quite a few battlers that haven't done full episodes as yet, those being for like face-offs and kind of external interviews. So thank you to Take Note Talks, Dundee, Random, Yorks, Ambi, Bear Solutions, Lazy Ass Jack, Breakneck, and XQZ. It's been great to have those people on as well. And of course, going back through all these battlers makes me realise on one level I need to have more international people on. I've had quite a few, but it's been quite a domestically based year, 2016, so hopefully 2017 can see an expansion in that. But there's also so many people in Don't Flop, in King of the Ronalds, in Words of Weapons, whatever, that I still haven't had on the show. And alongside that, the 50 or so people that I went through just then, I'd love to have pretty much all of them back on, and we've agreed with certain ones. I know definitely Shocks is going to come back on. I'd love to have E. Farrell as well, and Ogmios, I don't know if he wants to be back on, but I would love, there's so many good Ogmios battles to go through. I can't believe we didn't go through the Matter battle, for example. I'm recently rewatching that. It's a fucking masterpiece, especially Og's second round, Jesus Christ. But that's going to kind of be the beauty of Battle Rap Resume to a certain extent. It's going to be perpetuating. I'm never really going to run out of people to have on, because if there isn't anyone that maybe is interested to me at the time, I can just call back on people that have been on. And it's not just been the battlers that I've had on. I just want to thank all the co-hosts that have helped in 2016 too. Ryan Morgan was the first, who've done loads of sort of event previews and recaps. He was the guy that kind of made me think, I think we did the Rapping It Jack one originally, the Training Days inaugural event, and from there I've done loads and loads. Smart Alex from battlerapp.com was great to have on. John Whitmore, of course, we did the compliments episode. We've also did a few previews together, a few recaps. Joseph Haddock, Mark Beatty, Neil Millett, Che Creo, all these great people that I've had on board. It's been a treat, really. It's been, seriously awesome to just build out the coterie of staff, as it were, on Battle Rap Resume. Also, thank you to the proper backroom staff of sorts, that being really good friend of mine, old uni friend of mine that I'm so happy I still collab with in a sense on this show, Alex Cottrell, who does the theme tune of Battle Rap Resume, the beat that opens up the episode. I've seen a lot of people commented, a lot of people really like that. It is a sort of timeless beat. Fun fact, that actually was originally a beat for a show I was going to do with Danny O'Gorman, who's another person I should mention I've had as a co-host. Great, but I'm going to get onto him shortly. We were going to do a show in 2013 called Battle Chat, and the idea for the show was, it was kind of like a proto Battle Rap Resume, but it was going to be me and Danny every episode, and each episode would focus on a battler, and we would sort of talk about that battler and go through the episodes. But I think think kind of the way it works now, where I actually have the battler to anecdotally probe, is way more interesting. But yeah, originally the Battle Rap Resume theme tune was for Battle Chat. And then when I came to be doing the show, I was thinking, what can I do? I wanted to use Alex. He's a very talented musician. We've worked together a little bit. If you listen to the soliloquy episode, at the end of that, there's a kind of song. We used to write a few songs. I used to rap as Clandestine, and he would do the beats. And we had this great little relationship, actually. He's a fantastic composer. Anyone that he does like video game music now, he's done a few Steam games. Anyone that plays Company of Heroes, he did the Eastern Front expansion. You know, the guy's a genius. Definitely check out his website, alex-cottrell.com. That's COTTRELL.com. But yeah, when I came to do Battle Rap Resume, it just made sense to use that Battle Chat theme because I always really liked it. Of course, Danny Gorman, as I mentioned as well, he did the logo for the show. I fucking love the logo. I literally just said to him, look, I want BRR and I want it to be like clearly about writing and I want it to be minimal. He came back with that logo and that has just been plastered on everything. As I say, it's on t-shirts, on the stickers, redbubble.com, check that out. But yeah, I love it. I think it's, if I don't say so myself, I think it's quite iconic and I think he did a fantastic job. Of course, as well, Nathan Jones, who I've had on the show as a co-host as well. You know, Nathan is the backbone of this show. I will go to that guy. He does all the thumbnails, all the aesthetic design. I will go to him. I will just give him the simplest of ideas that I want. Just, okay, do this sort of thing. And he always brings back awesome quality. You know, not only does he do the episodes individually with their kind of, you know, their profile thumbnails, but he'll just do kind of the themes. He seems to get the feel of the show so well, and he's so playful. And just, yeah, Nathan Jones kills it. Definitely check out his YouTube channel, Kung Funk. Absolutely fantastic. You know, just a lot of video editing stuff in there. Great video on Utopia and the colours in Utopia. Fascinating stuff. The Mad Max thing as well. Give a big shout out to Ben as well. Ben is a guy that does all the mastering of the show. Basically, about 10 episodes in, you may notice after the Bard episode, the sound quality gets significantly better. Originally, I was just recording it on a mic and putting it on YouTube, iTunes, etc. And Ben got in touch with me and said that he loved the show, but he felt the production was crap. You know, and he's like a music producer guy himself. That's kind of what he does for a living, mastering and such. So yeah, every episode, pretty much everything I send to Ben and he kind of just corrects it for me, adjusts the volume, and you know, he does that just because he loves the show, and that's so great. And you know, really appreciate all these guys, especially Alex, Danny, Nathan and Ben. They just give so much to Battle Rap Resume, and you know, I'm here sort of jabbering on and interviewing people, but they really are the backbone of the show, and I definitely appreciate what they're doing. And finally, so I say thank you to you guys. You know, if you're listening to this, thank you so much. I really appreciate you engaging with this content. I listen to a lot of podcasts myself. I appreciate it's a hugely, you know, diluted market and you kind of have your favourites, but there's so many changing. And I just want to say thank you for listening to this, especially if you listen to one where I'm just thanking people. You're not even listening to kind of a main episode or something, but all the people that have commented, all the people that have got in touch, battlerapresume@gmail.com or at battlerapresume on Twitter, you know, all the people that share the episodes, that like the episodes, that listen, just all of that stuff is hugely appreciated. The show has gotten, you know, quite popular in its niche. You know, at the time of recording this, I think we're at like 1,300 or so subscribers. So it's still, you know, it's still small, but a couple of the episodes have got like, you know, 3,000 to 5,000 views, which is crazy, and getting quite a lot of downloads on iTunes as well. That's kind of the main steam engine of the production of the thing. But yeah, thank you to everyone that is listening, and there's just going to be more to come. You know, 2017, I'm going to be doing a lot more video stuff. I've got a new series coming out. It's going to debut very soon called Exploring Don't Flop Extra, where I'm going to go through the annals of that kind of behind the scenes channel and give some witty analysis and kind of help to extrapolate some of the more interesting or some of the more fascinatingly mundane stuff on that channel. Going to try and have a lot more international people on there. You know, Disaster has agreed to be on. We had a little chat back and forth on Twitter, and it was quite good actually, because you know, it wasn't like I said, do you want to be on? And he was like, yeah. I kind of, you know, I asked him, we had this little talk about this and that, and I sent him a list of battles that I want to talk about, and he just pretty much ripped them up and said, let's talk about these instead. These are way more interesting. And I was like, oh my god, you know, love it when a guest does that. So yeah, gonna have Diz on, gonna have, you know, the bigger guests, gonna have just more episodes, more previews, more recaps, all that good stuff. I should say, if you want even more content, you know, one of the signs of the show growing even more is we're gonna have a Patreon. It's crazy that almost got $200 a month in donations going on there. That's patreon.com/BattleResume. Thank you sincerely to everyone who's donating there as well. If you do want more content, you know, it's only about £1 a month, and you get access to all the previous resume reviews. So if you listen to this, you know, late 2017, there'll be like an extra 10, 12 episodes for you to listen to. I'm kind of jumping ahead because this is actually coming out early 2017, so there's only 2 2 resume reviews there at the moment, but there's also a review of 8 Mile that I did with good friend Danny Gorman. So yeah, if you want to help the show in any way, you can also listen to preview episodes on there as well. So often a month before release, it depends how busy I am kind of recording episodes, but I normally have maybe 3 or 4 in the chamber at any one time. I'm going to put them up there, so if you want to help support in that way as well, it's patreon.com/battleresume. Again, if you want to email me, battleresume@gmail.com. But yeah, this is just a big thank you to everyone that has been listening to the show. It has been a mad year. I'm fucking, obviously clearly love battle rap and love the sound of my own voice as well. So this has been a beautiful thing to have in tandem. But yeah, thank you guys, thank you so much.